Today we're going to change the thermostat on an 04 Explorer, and it's right in here. So I got a clamp. I clamped up the pipe here just to keep most of the Prestone from leaking out. We'll lose a little bit, and I'll show you a little more when I get it off. So I just pulled the clamp back from this location here, gave the pipe a twist that way. Doesn't matter, whichever way, just to break it free. And you are going to lose some Prestone as it comes out. Clamping the pipe off actually helps it, so you don't lose too much. Now we're going to pull these bolts off here, and then I'll show you a little more. Okay, this is what you get. Pull the cap off. There's the thermostat. Take the thermostat out. I've already had it out. It took a little bit to wiggle it out of there, but this is it. It says it's a 190 thermostat. Can't seem to find a 190, so I'm going to put a 192 back in there, and I guess that should correct the problem, but we'll see. It's just trial and error. So there's the new one. There's the old one. Looks like we're going to have to take the rubber off of that one and put on this one. Okay, so we popped the new one in there. And I can't tell you much about these little pins that they have in there for leakage, where it would go. Don't know if it matters or not, because this is sitting flat, but I'm going to put it back here where the other one was. And then we're going to stick this all back together again, just by popping all this back into place, making sure it's good and clean before you stick it back on there. Well, I cleaned off those pins that are in there, and I put a little bit of anti-seize around them and made it go on a little easier, so the next time if it has to be torn apart, it won't be rusted on there. And I think I'm going to clean up these bolts a little bit too, because they're in pretty rough shape too. So I'm going to clean those up on the wire wheel before I put them on. Tighten her down, snug it up, put your hose back on, and you're done. Just top up your reservoir, which that one is up to the top anyway, just for whatever leakage I had here. You'll check it in a day, I guess, and see how much it goes down, and just top it up from there. So we'll just pop the screws right back in again. And we'll tighten her down right there. Just like that. I might have to tap it in a little bit because that was, don't want to break that cap. So I'll do it gently because it's plastic. Okay, I'll show you when it's all back together. Okay, there we go. Bolts are in place. Don't know what the inch pounds are on that. You may want to look it up on a shop manual. So the next thing I'm going to do is just shove this back into place here. And put our clamp back in place. Let's see if I have to open that up a little bit. Hard to work with one hand. Let's see here. Go. Just going to move that down into place. There we go, same place it was in. Release. And it's there. And then we just release the clamp here. And fluids will start running again. Once that heats up, that pipe will go back into shape. We're done. I'm going to start her up and let the fluids roll. So, hopefully this takes care of that P0128. If not, it may be the sensor. And I do believe that's it right there. That checks the heat of the engine. So we're going to go with that for now anyway. Okay, so with the code reader, we're going to hook her back up again into place. We're going to start the engine, and we're going to reset the code. see if our code comes back again after it's been reset. So on this one here, it's checking, so there you can see the P0128. So we're going to hit the erase button because we want to get rid of that service engine soon light. So we're going to hit the eraser here. Erase clears all. So if we're okay with that, we push the erase again. There we go, it's been erased. And our service light is out. So we're going to give that a shot for a while and see if it comes back again. If it comes back again, it was obviously something else, and maybe the heat sensor needs to be replaced.